Good morning. What it do, Chris? Love the energy. Oh shit, my phone's on. Man, oh man, GJ has been an interesting pair to trade lately. Not the cleanest of the movements, not even for this London session, not previous London session, not previous New York session. There has not really been clean movement. So those probably who have taken less trades have probably seen the most profits, just because this hasn't really gone anywhere. I know it hasn't gone anywhere because last London session I caught a GJ long entry on a phase 2 account that I'm passing. I told you guys that yesterday. My entry is at 200.570. 200.570. That means I caught an entry right here yesterday. $200.570. Yeah. It says that news came down and almost hit me out, but I mean hit me at break even, but I don't even have stops to break even. I have a crazy ass entry right here and we haven't come back. I'm gonna just keep on holding, honestly. But so what I like on the higher time frames is the fact that we're still respecting the status MA, right? I'm not terribly scared of that little downwards movement that we had during the news. And remember, boys, we had news about like 30 minutes ago. No, 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago we had no longer, 50 minutes ago we had the monetary policy, MPC, OF, and we have news at 8:30 in 40 minutes again. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Either the news is going to take us downwards, bullish bias. Yes, our bias has been bullish since the last stream. Last stream I made it very clear that I wasn't a long. I'm going to keep on holding my long and that we were going to swing longs. I made it very clear. I said it hundreds of times last stream. Now, is there a chance we have a strong bearish retracement right now? Honestly, there is. But having news in 40 minutes could mean that, man, this could look like it's going to be a strong retracement. News hits and then it flies. Anything could happen right now, which is the scary part. I like the fact that if we go to the higher time frames, we're still respecting this SMA, which is what basically kept on holding our bullish bias last stream. So us being bullish right here and us just maintaining this 50 SMA underneath the 8, everything just looks clean on the higher time frames. Yes, it looks like a big candlestick on the smaller time frames. We go to the smaller time frames and we see that there's a huge bearish movement. Also, this is an impulse to the downside. This looks like a correction phase. Right now, we're doing another little impulse to the downside. Doesn't matter though, because on the higher time frames, we have lots of level of support. Now, news is coming. Like I said, in 40 minutes, could this close low and then close low and then close low? 100%. So we need to really. I like that news is coming because we're gonna have volatility to be able to catch a trade, but definitely it's gonna be a little bit risky. Who loves the sun?
Yo guys, what's up? Romo here and
Who cares that it is shining?
Once again, yeah, make sure to check out my new single Voice in My Head, which you will hear after.
What about y'all, boys? Anybody get any GJ? I mean, I saw that Patrick said that he'd been eating on GJ cells. Anything else you guys have been taking? YouTube. Did I post the YouTube? I did. Did I change the spreadsheet? I did not change the spreadsheet. I mean, I did change the spreadsheet, but I'm changing back to the original spreadsheet. Had a knife catch on GU perfectly. Damn, dude. Goner. It definitely looks like a goner. Oh my god. All right, let's start throwing up some lines. Ponte mi panty, one guy. Ay, ay, ay. All right, my bad. All right, so we have an hourly candlestick closing coming up in 6 minutes. So in 6 minutes, we're gonna have this hourly candlestick close. Question is this hourly candlestick gonna close all the way down at this 50 SMA, or is this hourly candlestick gonna zap back up and close right before this 8 SMA, leaving a huge wick to the downside? Leaving a huge wick to the downside, that means us closing up here within the next 5 minutes. That means that, I mean, if I were to see a huge wick to the downside, I'd say that we have to wick fill more to the downside. So, I mean, regardless of how we close, if we close down here, I'm still pretty bearish. And if we close up here, I'm still pretty bearish. So now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, up to the moment, I'm short-term bearish. Short-term bearish, meaning that I would wait for price to keep on retracing aggressively. Look at the higher time frames. Higher time frames show that we're kind of due for a retracement. We're still on a very, very, very bullish bias. Don't get it confused. I think that price is going to go down, but I'm still very bullish on my bias. And that is due to the fact that we have ascending levels of support. I've been in GJ long since yesterday London session at 200. What did I say earlier? 200.500, 200.700. I think it's 200.500. Let me see. Trade locker. This is on David's account, one of our clients that we are passing his. All right, so my entry's at 205.70. That is, so I've had an entry since here, boys, since literally here, and I've been holding this thing. I don't think I'm gonna get stopped out. I mean, I don't even have my, definitely not getting stopped out. I don't even have my stop loss at break even. 570. So we entered around here. How many pips are we? I'm up like $600 on a small lot size, 35 pips. I think GG too high right now. Too high right now is exactly where you want to catch it. Look, the break of this high, boys, the break of this all-time highs, the break of any resistance and the break of any all-time high is never going to be a clean, easy catch for you guys. A lot of people are always like, oh, when it breaks these highs, I'm going to catch this clean traffic to the top side. And then you got to backtrack and try to think, when's the last time you actually fucking did that? All right, when's the last time you actually caught the fucking break of a resistance and you actually caught the clean traffic after it broke the ultimate resistance and then it just flew and then you got like fucking 40, 50, 60 pips for free? When's the last time that fucking happened? It don't. It just don't. The only way you're going to be able to catch this resistance break, this ultimate resistance break right here, the highs of the last few months, the only times you're going to be able to do that is anticipating the move before it happens, right? Either this wick, either news is going to hit and it's just going to wick up and then it's going to wick down, it's going to wick up, or it's just going to wick up and not come back. Like, you're never going to be able to just catch an easy break the high, let me hop in, and then it flies. It just really doesn't do that. So with that being said, if you do want to catch the break of these highs, if you do have a bullish bias, I mean, I'm not going to say that the entry is right now. The entry has to be within, I mean, this range area, right? All this space, stop losses beneath here, and then you got to aim for up here, right? 1 to 1. Now, I mean, like I said, it's a lot easier said than done. 100% we could still be wrong on the bias and it could go to the downside. But honestly, look at these daily candlesticks, boys. Look at the daily candlestick chart. Daily candlestick chart. I've been telling you guys we've been bullish since last month. Daily bullish, daily bullish, daily bullish. Well, this is one that's bearish. This one was like bearish. This one was bullish. This one I'll consider bearish. But this is daily. This is continuation candlestick. This one was bearish. Recovered. Daily bullish, daily bullish. This one, everything looks like it comes to the downside, respects the 8 SMA, and then it just ends up wick filling what's to the left right here, which needs to be wick filled. That obviously needs to be wick filled. It's going to get wick filled at one point. So Oh, hold up. Let me answer my messages. Fendi. Siempre andaba con la Wendy. Como lo decía, sí, 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 sí. All right. My trends usually tell me where the news takes it, but they are tricky doing them right. Yeah, is that news is meant to really stop people. News is meant to fake people out, right? I mean, news is meant to grab liquidity in the market. News is meant to correct where price needs to go. News is always going to really mess with people's psychology. I really love the opposite side trade. What does that mean? News goes to the downside. What are we going to do? We're going to catch it at the bottom, wait for it to retrace and leave a wick. I don't know. News, there's no actual strategy to trading news. Everybody got their own strategy. Everybody feels like they're a professional news trader. I think that if you only trade news, people that are like, oh, I only trade fundamentals and news. I'm like, oh, this guy doesn't even fucking trade. There's no way to only trade fundamentals and news because there's no actual strategy to trading it. It really just comes down to getting fucking lucky, knowing how to risk manage, knowing how to set yourself up in the correct trade, right? You give yourself a valid setup. That's all that matters. Even if you lose your valid setup, as long as it was a valid setup, that is what matters. Did you change this? I already read that. What about the chat? What does the chat think? One's in the chat if you guys think that we're going to end bullish this session. So as in like by the time New York hits, by the time New York starts ending, are we going to be bullish? Two's in the chat if you guys think that we're going to be bearish. Or we're going to completely come back down to, I mean, I got my entry 200, 570. I got a little line right here that tells me, hey, I'm at break even on my client's trade. 570. Xander, you are both. Xander, what a dope name. Xander, where are you from? There's a guy who plays golf called Xander Schauffele, one of the world's best. The dude's from the United States with the name Xander. What the fuck? Honestly, it looks like manipulation. I would agree. It looks like it's being manipulated, stopping a whole bunch of people out. I've been in longs forever. If you traded London session, price went nowhere. If you traded London session and took a long, price is back to where you started. If you took a sell during London session, you probably got stopped out and price is back to where you started. So realistically, London session was useless today. It didn't push price anywhere. Oh my god, don't even start with the June. I don't even know who the hell approved that type of fucking holiday. Everybody went to work in my books. They got a fucking fake bank holiday. I don't even know anybody who fucking was off of work. I mean, why would it go like that? The rate decision wasn't neutral. I'm confused about what you said, but yeah, I agree. All right, so we had our hourly candlestick close, new hourly candlestick open, new hourly candlestick open. We closed towards our 50 SMA, right, to the downside. So right now we have to figure out, is this hourly candlestick right now going to leave a top wick, then continue going to the downside? Because this hourly candlestick did have a shit ton of momentum in it, right? We're not going to just say, hey, this next hourly candlestick is going to completely recover and then it's going to go up to the top side. That's kind of weird, right? This hourly candlestick, which will have news in this hourly candlestick. So what does that mean? This hourly candlestick could look like it's going to recover this completely, reach all the way up to here, right? All this. Imagine it goes up, 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 up. Boys, in 28 minutes before this hourly candlestick closes, halfway into this candlestick's life, we're going to have news. Big news. So that could easily come all the way up here and then just whoop, all the way back down. Or it could melt out, start engulfing this 50 SMA, as in this candlestick could end up all the way down here. And then after that, news hits, and then it just whoop, goes all the way to the top and leaves a wick at the bottom side, you know, and leaves a huge wick to the downside. I'm thinking it's going to end bullish. It doesn't look like it's going to end bullish right now. I'm short-term bearish. I see this retracing even lower, but my setup is looking for buys. I'm looking for buys. I think the buys, looking for a buy setup is probably the higher statistical chance of you winning, my opinion. Yeah, I mean, only time could tell up to the moment. Only time will tell. I mean, the United Kingdom BOE interest rate decision was neutral, the news. So it's just BS that it's going on like that. Ah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Fendi. Yo, I'm trying to find a song and I can't find it. Pissing me off. All right, won't know from me until 4 hour closes, bear or bull for me. All right, so let's look at the 4 hour candlestick chart. 4 hour candlestick chart is showing us that this 4 hour candlestick, that's very smart. This 4 hour candlestick has an hour left in its life, right? 55 minutes. In 55 minutes, will this hourly candlestick end at the top here, or this hourly candlestick going to just completely end? Man, as this 4 hour candlestick is bearish, knowing that it closes in 50 minutes is giving me the vibes that it's not going to close bearish, that within 50 minutes we're going to have some sort of action that pushes up to the top side. Why? Because like I'm saying, this resistance break all the way up here is not going to be easy to catch, man. We're bullish, right? We could all agree on the fact that we're bullish. So if we could all agree on the fact that we're bullish, we could pretty much give for sure that, I mean, we could almost say that there's a 70 to 80% chance that this resistance gets broken, right? Now, how is that resistance going to get broken? It's not going to just easily fucking tell us, hey, buy here, and then just fucking start flying and then let us fucking get free money. It's not going to work like that. It's going to show us some bearish price action. It's going to scare us all out, and then out of nowhere, it's going to just, whenever price is bullish and it just keeps on going and it keeps on going, and you're like, oh, I'm going to wait for it to retrace, and then it never retraces, and then it keeps on going, and then it never retraces. That's exactly what I'm feeling is going to happen with GJ. It's one of those times where you're not going to be able to catch the break of resistance unless you're just writing it out and trusting it. Found the song I wanted to listen to. I found the song I was looking for. Boys, I was going through like a friggin', you know when you guys have a song stuck in your head and you guys can't fucking remember what the name of the song is and it's killing you? This is what I was trying to listen to right now. This is for Paras. I dedicate this song to Paras. If Paras knows this song, I'll be truly impressed. I doubt he knows it. Now, any Spanish speaker knows this song, but Paras, I mean, he's slowly becoming a Spanish speaker, but I don't think he knows the song. Like I said, I'm putting my headphones on for this one. Let's try to catch a trade live, boys. I'm trying to make a fucking reel with me catching the trade live on New York session stream, boys. Change it up a little bit. Hourly candlestick is giving me vibes that it needs to come down, especially with all the momentum that this one closed with. It's not cool though. Work for that 200. I'm not understanding that. Put some FIFA bangers. I'm so mad I didn't bet on the Euro Cup yesterday. I mean, I'm the type of soccer guy to always bet on the draw. I'm always betting on them damn draws. Whenever there's like a favorite and I don't think that favorite's gonna win, I always bet on the draw. There was hella draws yesterday. I could have made hella money, but we slipped. All right, 30-minute candlestick is also. I mean, there's 20 minutes left in this 30-minute candlestick. Dude, this looks bearish as fuck. Especially with the hourly candlestick closing with this much momentum. I see hourly bearish, third hourly bearish, 3 bearish soldiers. Simple candlestick action. I mean, also look at this 30-minute candlestick. This 30-minute candlestick already made a high, and it's looking like it wants to make a low. It is a little confusing. GJ for the last 2 days has not been moving clean. It's definitely been moving very choppy, and I say that due to the fact that I've been in a long since friggin' yesterday London session. That's about more than 24 hours, and I've gone nowhere. You know, I'm only fucking 30 plus pips in profit. Less 30. Look at that. Paras, you heard this song before? Yo, Chris. Very low? Damn it. Now I'm ignoring comments. It's not cool though. Work for that 200. I'm not understanding what I ignored. I'm not understanding. All right, so you think I might retrace my entry and then go up? I don't think it's gonna hit my entry. Like I said, I think if news comes and it disrespects this 50 SMA and it starts trading beneath it, I'm just gonna want to take the sniper buys. I mean, I am very set on the fact that my bias is bullish, right? So even if I start feeling a little bit scared because I see all the bearish momentum, I'm gonna be like, dude, like originally the bullish bias is there. I go to the higher time frames, it's still there. it's just going to be a clear opportunity to be able to catch an actual entry in this freaking bull run that we're having.
Mami, yo hago chavo, pero como no te puedo decir más. Sospecha, pero sigue calladita. En los bolos yo la tengo mojadita. Ahí somos más felices que la cajita. Que tú estás buena, nadie te lo quita. Dicen que me gusta la perrita. No es pa' ropita. Tú eres una tóxica bonita. Perdiste los tornillos, te lo quita. Louis V, en el probador le echamos un quickie más. Todo lo que me pidas, sí, 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 sí. Vamos pa' Bahamas, sí, 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 sí. Te llevo pa' las Bahamas, si no Santorini. Pa' que me modele el bikini. La pierna como la puerta del Lamborghini. Baby, tú estás caliente como Fini. Ya quieres que se lo dé, pero sin Vini. No me paso imaginándote encima de mí. Esos particitos rojos, Miami Heat.
Alright, that makes sense. I tend to get juked out on these more often. Shit, I'm just I mean, I've kind of felt like I've seen this before. I've felt like so we had the bearish price action, which was this candlestick drop really convinced a whole bunch of people we were bearish, including myself. And these wicks I felt like we had to fill to the downside. So I had a bearish bias, but as our SMAs flipped, we have our 8 SMA, all the candlesticks are respecting our 8 SMA, our 50 SMA is beneath it, which gives us just beautiful bullish confirmations. Once that price action started happening, I was a little bit more convinced on the bullish side. And now the fact that we've recovered this whole bearish move, the huge bearish move that had us all thinking we were bearish, we've slowly recovered it. I don't think that we're just going to hit the bed again. I don't think that makes sense. I think that the smarter thing for us to do is act like we're going to hit the bed, catch a buy, and then we're going to break this resistance. I'm telling you, this resistance is not going to be easy to catch. This resistance break, everybody thinks, oh, once it gets to resistance, take a buy stop and then 30 pip stop loss and I'm going to be able to catch 60 pip. Like, that's not going to work out. You're going to get clapped. This is not a trade. That is, whoever taught you that style, goddamn, I promise you they've never cashed out a payout. And yeah. So I think the break of that resistance to actually catch the break of this resistance, because we're bullish, we've completely recovered that bearish movement, break of structure completely. Also high 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 low, high 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 low, high 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 low, high 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 low. Everything's just straight indications that we're bullish. So we're not gonna just switch biases over one candlestick. We're gonna wait for the candlesticks to, like, I could agree that this looks like it's gonna go down, but I'm gonna wait for there's a candlestick to tell me that's gonna keep on going up for me to actually catch the continuation of this market structure. I could be completely wrong still. This thing could just, but let's see. News is going to tell us right now. We have news in 14 minutes, boys. News in 14 minutes. Aggressive news, I'm pretty sure. Boys, what do you guys think? One's in the chat if you guys are going to be bullish on GJ. One's for buys on GJ. Two's for sells on GJ. What do you guys think? What does the majority of the chat think? Baras, what do you think? Chris, what do you think? Patrick, what do you think? Xander, what do you think? That boy Slick ain't here. All right, one long term. So your long term buys, you see the fact that this could go down a little bit, but you're a little bit, I think nothing, very confusing. Just stop loss something. 15-minute close bearish, so you're with bearish. I mean, I agree on the fact that this looks bearish as balls. Look at this. Bearish candlestick, continuation. We had a wick fill of the bearish candlestick right there. Wick filled it. Now, bearish candlestick, continuation. This one's, it should be bearish to the downside. Chris, you want to see something funny? You hear, Chris? Check it. This is Def Jam's new artist. He's deaf. This guy right here. He's deaf. He can't speak. This is what Paras listens to. Oh my god. Alright, 10 minutes till news, boys. Let's see what the fuck happens. This looks like it's gonna go down after the moment. I'm hoping it goes down before the news, and we're gonna be able to catch a buy as it melts out for the news, and then we'll be able to do some crazy shit. So, if this thing comes down aggressively, I'm gonna take a buy, boys. 35 pips stop loss. 35 pips. Calculate right now what 35 pips is for you risking 1%. Because if this comes down aggressively, I'm going to snipe it, throw 35 pips stop loss, and it's those who ever hopped in got to hop in. Those who didn't, it is what it is. Certified pedophile. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. Oh fuck. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? P-Rest stands for bitchin'. You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes. Or over your foe. The other vaginal option. Pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got famous all up in content. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fuck no Wayne grower. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk years on. This thing's gonna close bearish, bro. That's a continuation. That's a continuation candlestick. So continuation candlestick. What does the previous candlestick do? Bearish. So bearish continuation candlestick. This next candlestick, I see it going to the downside. Freaky ass niggas stay themselves inside. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. So why is he calling him a pedophile? Well, he goes for like younger girls, some Leonardo DiCaprio shit. Somebody need to call out that dude. That dude like 40, 50 years old and he got like a bunch of 18-year-old girlfriends. That's weird. It honestly is weird. They need to change that age. Because of his incident at the concert. I'm not really aware of the incident. Shit. I'm goddamn 25 years old, and I definitely would not want to be seen with an 18-year-old. I don't even think I want to be seen with a 20-year-old. Unless, like, I mean, dude, is that the 18? The mentalities are just so different. Make me want to slap the shit out of the person. No way. Chris. Freaky ass, and they gotta stay themselves inside. That's funny. Sheesh. I don't think it's gonna close bull. I really don't. I hope it doesn't, because I want to be able to catch the buy, and I'm not gonna catch it right there. It's a stop out. Hard times don't last.
All my life, they be trying to keep me down. All this time, never thought I'd make it out.
Ethan, where you from, brother? Where are you from? I'd love to know where you're from. Actually, I don't want to know where you're from. Probably from some sorry ass country. Yep, I was completely right. I'm from Miami, brother. We don't need no pass. No hate. Trust me, I'm not hating on no Australian at all, brother. I hate you, dude. It's one of those it's for I'm not even gonna Jesus. At least it's not New Zealand, brother. Them fucking Kiwis. Alright, 5 minutes left. 4 minutes left till news comes. 4 minutes left till news comes. I'm telling you, I'm not thinking that this is going to close bullish. I'm thinking that this candlestick is going to flip bearish at one point with news volatility. Maybe grab this 50 SMA and then fly. Gold's also bullish. So what? We're having the DXY have a push then. Yeah, gold has been bullish. I think I called calls on... I called bullish calls on gold yesterday, last stream, if I'm not mistaken. Like I was saying that we have bullish price action being formed. Dude, none of the charts have gone anywhere. But a lot of niggas could think they ahead of me, but I'm really in front of them, no. See, I'm running a long distance. These days, seeing rappers be dying way before they even getting they shine. I never even heard a little buddy. To somebody murder little buddy. Now I'm on the phone searching little buddy name. Gotta playing his tunes all day in my room. Thinking, damn, this shit wicked to get their names buzzing. Some niggas just gotta go lay in a tune. The media thirsty for clicks. I got a new rule. If you ain't never posted a rapper when he was alive. Man, but the higher time frames, Alright, so most important thing to be looking at truthfully is this 4-hour candlestick. This 4-hour candlestick is gonna go crazy right now. For sure we're gonna grab volatility, and this 4-hour candlestick is gonna choose a direction. And it's basically, as I think it was Patrick, you said earlier, wherever this 4-hour candlestick is really gonna decide on what you want to do. This 4-hour candlestick is really gonna decide what the hell goes down right now. This 4-hour candlestick has been open for 3 hours and 30 minutes, right? So if it completely just flips bullish within its last 30 minutes right now, I'm set on buys. And if it starts melting out aggressively, we're definitely not going to just take a buy. Gotta wait for that candlestick to close. Come down, come down, come down. Drop, GJ, drop, GJ, drop, GJ. I'm bullish, but I want it to drop. Some people probably won't process that, but those who watch me enough know what I'm going for. Drop, GJ. Drop and give me 50. Dirkio told me he been on some. Always been a little mathematician.
Nigga, this my shit. Welcome to the city of God.
Pop was the king of New York.
Now I'm the nigga in charge. Only the drillers, the city is Xauusd. Find out the ops when we pick them apart. I give them my time, so I give them my heart. If the city let me, then
Dude, imagine this is imagine. So I don't think that this is an ascending wedge. This looks more like a channel, right? If this was an ascending wedge, well, it could be still, but an ascending wedge is more like looking like this, right? Which is a very, very, very strong pattern for reversals, which means that we should be looking for something like that, you know. But I don't see it really forming that formation. I don't think it's going to squeeze to the downside. It looks like it might squeeze to the downside, but I think that there's just news going to grab stop losses and then just fly. This little bitch is going to watch pockets. This is the town of the big drip, smooth talk, Millie Rock, Shmoney Dance, and the Moonwalk. That's such a beast line right there. Shmoney Dance, Millie Rock, Moonwalk, Woo Walk, whatever the fuck. All right, don't think GJ will hit the 200% mark. All right, I have an entry on GJ right here. This is my entry on GJ for last London session. Last London session, I'm in a trade right now on a phase 2 up 1.5k, so 3%, up 3%. No, this is actually a phase 1. I'm sorry. Is that making $5,000 to me? It always seems like a phase 2. So I'm up 1.5k. I need to make about like 3.5% more. So I need this to go fucking like all the way up here. This is my entry, and I still haven't even put my stops to break even. They do 4 years of college, but they'll do 25 to life. After I buy the Chicago Bulls. Chris, you see buys? I got a feeling they ain't the feelings. I go back to college, do an album, and then drop out again. Took me a minute to get here. My vision is crystal clear. Hey, Fabi, excuse me, but this is a feature of the year. Chat, one's in the chat if you guys see buys. One's, I want to see everybody participating. Type 1 in the chat if you guys see buys, and type 2 in the chat if you guys see sells. I want to know what everybody thinks. If you guys have not liked up the stream yet, also take advantage and hit the like button. It helps the stream grow. It helps the algorithm. Support the channel. Hit the little like button. I see the same thing happen to Michael. You black rich, they saying you psycho. It's like a cycle. If you text me anything hype, you better text back and say it's a typo. The city of God. I don't like that price is rising before news. Wait, did we just have news? I'm an idiot. Well, it's unemployment claims. This could come out. Do something. Honestly, I would not like to be in a buy right now. I'm not really trying to throw people off, but that was very weird opening. Very weird opening. I think it's gonna come down also. That was so whack. I have a feeling it's going to come down. Why do I have a feeling it's going to come down? If you look at this 2-hour candlestick chart, this 2-hour candlestick chart closes in 26 minutes. So forget the candlestick chart that it is, but this wick to the downside, if we close around here and leave this wick to the downside, I'm 100% targeting that wick fill. 100% targeting that wick fill. Wow. SMA. It's coming from my resistance now. Yeah, that's what the charts do. They really, I mean, the charts are meant to try to show you a bullish bias. The charts are always going to show you a bullish bias. I mean, it's always going to show you a bullish setup and a bearish setup at the same time. The cup is always going to look half full or half empty. That's the way charts were like designed and like programmed to freaking, each candlestick is like meant for a different structure to show you that it's bullish and bearish at the same time. It's truthfully a masterpiece of engineering. The most intelligent MIT techs in the freaking world that have ever been created, that have ever freaking faced the planet of freaking solving equations, are the ones that program these freaking candlesticks. Are the same ones that program like Vegas odds. They just statistically have way too much of an advantage on top of everybody. I saw a meme that was hilarious, a trading meme. It was like the dude hops into a trade and then he like turns off his computer and his friend's like, "What are you doing, bro?" And he's like, "Shh, the market makers are watching." He's trying to not get stopped out. Dude turned off his screen. High key, I feel like that would work. Bro went from gangster music to some Bro, I listen to everything you could think of. I listen to everything you could think of. You could put goddamn Indian music for all you care and I'll love it. I'll love all types of music. Spanish, English. This is my Miami shit right here. This shit you ain't even know about if you ain't even from the hood. Right here.
We put fullers on our pistols, hit that brr, you out of luck. The ass nigga that we caught, we ain't get that boy no time to duck. I don't know why these niggas cap. Go check the score, they know who up. Get your sister set you up, you'll think your family was corrupt.
Got this little hoe from Milwaukee, she go crazy for some bucks. Man, gold might look like a good entry, bro. Gold looks like a great entry for long. Imagine we take this shit. Damn, is that gold? We're gonna have to throw a high lot size. I would have loved to take it after this hourly candlestick close. Saying that I was out, they in the house, they playing hooky. They keep high, but I keep looking. Peek through the blinds, I'ma get to shooting. AC loaded, executing, that's why the op steady recruiting. I'm still with the same niggas, grade digging gang members. And wherever them boys go, you know they got that thing with them. We ain't never out here lacking. Catch a op nigga in traffic. We gon' turn his ass to ash. Last thing you hear is choppers clapping. Niggas die when I'm on missions. Now I'm standing on straight business. They done freed the real spaz. Now it's time to free shot and dig it. It's my aim again. Catch a op, that nigga fuck. I didn't think the song was gonna get off. It is what it is. It's all good. Heavy losses. Is it on your new challenge? Are you like working on? Wait, or is this your live? Is a new challenge? Did they ever send you your freaking live account? Counted it up and I'm losing account. I mean, what we really have to pay attention to is that, do you trade crypto, bro? Not at all. I mean, most important thing that we want to look at is that the fact that we have not broken down to the downside of this SMA. Gold longs look amazing because it's riding the SMA and it's coming down for us. Now, it might be coming down a little bit too aggressive, but when not drop a tape, the murder rate increase. Fuck all that talking. I stay with some bands. Shadow so yellow, she stay with a tan. This looks like it's coming down now. This is the GJ boys. Xander, wait, who was in the cell? Patrick, you still in the cell? Diamonds stay tucked to my pole. Look at this 8 SMA to the downside, 50 SMA right here. What do I think about everybody switching to futures? I think it's just a new marketing. It's like a new. It's like whenever futures were popping at one point, then stocks were popping because of GameStop and everything that was happening in the world, and then Forex got popping, and then out of nowhere now we're just switching back to futures. It's just a cycle, boys. It's trading futures. The reason I don't like trading stocks and futures, it's because trading stocks and futures is literally every fucking morning. All you got to do is wait for pre-market. You wait for 9:30 open, and if there's no volatility during 9:30 open, you got to wait for 12 o'clock. And that's if you're like scalping. If not, you're taking swing trades, which you don't even need to be on the chart every single day. So for me, all it is when you're trading futures and stocks is that you're waiting for news to hit and for that news to actually go towards, or because there's news every single day. What's the news? Market open. Market opens always a huge pump, or it's a huge dump, or it's a huge consolidation for 30 minutes and then it pumps and then they're in the dump. It's like, so it's so people who don't have the actual ability to stare at the charts for a long time, wait patiently, and actually find valid setups are the ones that be like, oh, it's easy trading futures. You just go 9:30 open, the break of the high right here. Once it breaks this high, it's gonna rip all the way to here, and it's just like, and they still broke as fuck trading futures. Ain't even show a payout. So the same motherfucker switching to futures because it's a lot more tradable. It still ain't even cashing out a payout. I think that with Forex, I mean, because it's a market that doesn't close, there's so much more angles in which you could attack the charts. I don't know if that makes sense for you. There's a lot more strategies that you could use. There's a lot more angles of how to catch certain trades. There's a lot more buys and sells able to take it in the same type of, you could win, you could buy and sell and win. I don't see that in stocks a lot. There's not a lot of buyers and sellers winning at the same time. It's usually you got to be on the correct side of the pump, and if not, and the pump's always random. For me, the stock market's the most, I mean, who are the biggest gangsters of the world? The biggest corrupted gangsters of the world. It's not fucking Saudi Arabia. Those are the ones who, the biggest gangsters are the ones who don't, you know, yes, they look like the biggest gangsters, but the true gangsters of this shit is the fucking United States. They're the real corrupt ones, right? And for me, the United States market's one of the most manipulated markets that exists. I think stocks are by far the most manipulated markets that exist. It's like the only people who own all these fucking stocks are the richest of the richest of the richest, and then those are the ones who actually control the government and control the fucking laws that actually get passed to make those stocks actually go up or down. So everything's just super manipulated. When we're talking about currencies, it's a whole kumbaya balance. What does that mean? One currency affects another, so you can't, there's nobody that, Powell could only do so much. Powell could only do so much to the dollar, and you know, Governor Bailey, when he was out, you know, he could only do so much to the pound back then. So it's always like there's always a balance happening, and there's not so much control, so there's a lot more actual price action that's valid. You know, stocks, it's more like there's valid price action, and then just and then it's like craziness. It looks like crypto at one point. Damn Mike Tyson. So what do I think about everybody switching to futures? I think it's just a perfect marketing scheme for those who are trading futures to start marketing Alpha Trade Capital. I mean, not Alpha Trade Capital. What's that? What's the trading forum that everybody uses? The one that like you buy a challenge for like $8? What's the trading challenge? Like there's like and you could have like 20 accounts. Like they don't let you have more than like a certain size account, but you could buy 20 of them and you like restart the account for like $5-10. What's the fucking alpha or no it's Apex. There you go. So it's like, man, the only people promoting futures are the ones with Apex affiliates that they're fucking getting everybody to buy the Apex challenge. Like that's the only people I see switching to futures. People that found Apex and they're like, oh, this is cheaper than an actual challenge. I could reset the challenge and it only costs like $30 to get funded. It's like, do you fucking think that's, I mean, I don't know. I actually have not done an investigation. Show me somebody with actual Apex account that actually works. I don't fucking know. Or like show me somebody actually making money off Apex. The only people making money off Apex are the ones that are have the affiliates code with them. Do London session stream, bro? I could do London session stream for Friday. Look up trades by Matt. There's a guy who I fucking I know you the reason I hate talking shit on people is that everybody thinks that whenever you talk shit about somebody, it's hating on them. So it's like that's everybody's defense mechanism online. I could go, Paras, you suck at trading this and this and that, and he's gonna be like, bro, you're just hating because this and this and that. I'm obviously using this as an example, but because you're hating makes me not even want to talk about anything, because it's like, bro, it's not that I'm fucking hating, is that I'm gonna call out the fucking truth wherever the fuck I see it. You know, I'm gonna call out the truth wherever the fuck I see it. It's not hate, it's truth. All right, truth speaker. Why? Because I got nothing to hide. What's your favorite trading setup? So there's this guy who, there's two guys actually. One guy got called the fuck out. That's TJR Trading. I'm not sure if you guys know who TJR Trading is. The guy that does like kick streams, the guy with the Brabus here in Miami. That dude got called the fuck out. That dude got exposed. He had one of those stories like all these fucking fake ass gurus of, oh, I was early in crypto and then I made $100,000 when I was in high school and then I started trading and everything. I've been rich as fuck, and yeah, and then people find out, no, this dude actually comes from fucking $7 million house fucking in the Hamptons. Supposedly was buying crypto at as a freshman, $100,000 of crypto just because a senior told him to buy crypto. And I don't know, this guy got exposed by a couple traders, and it's super funny because I actually like the dude until I kind of like started like started hearing his stories of how he made it, and I was like, wait, that kind of sounds weird. If you have a story of how you got rich and nobody could relate to it, it's because it's fucking fake. Nobody like, this guy didn't fucking invest in a whole bunch of crypto and become a multimillionaire off crypto. That's what everybody says whenever they fucking scam a whole bunch of people and go to Dubai. They're like, oh yeah, I made a whole bunch of crypto. What do I think of Mamba? I think Mamba's dope. He's a cool character, as in like he's really good at fucking doing his YouTube thing, and he's a good YouTube star. He's like a good TikToker, you know, he's like a TikToker. I don't really see him much of a trader. I think he's just a great content creator. He's a great like image persona. He's actually a cool dude that also helps. But a lot of people are cool dudes. Like Daniel Savage is a cool dude also. Well, actually Daniel Savage not too. But I like Mamba. I think he's cool. So that dude TJR got called out, but oh, he does futures. So future scammer. Apex trader scammer, boom, right there. And then another one who I found personally, I don't know the truth about this guy. I guess I'm basically shouting him out here on YouTube. Real Dero, this guy, Real Dero. Supposedly some kid who bought himself a fucking M8, also lives with his parents, is like 17 years old, 18 years old. Says that he made it all through trading futures. Dude's 17, 18 years old. I don't even think he's allowed to have a futures account. And he has Arabic parents, and he lives in a fucking multi-million-dollar mansion. But supposedly he got rich off trading, and all he does is promote Apex. And like his fucking reels are like so fucking gay. Like, look at this shit. Do you know anyone who's seen a payout with funding pips? Have I gotten a payoff from funding pips? Any of my clients that I'm managing their accounts for gonna let me see funding pips. I'll tell you right now. I had some dude who was asking me for fucking ACG accounts verifications, and I was like, bro, like, I don't fucking ask nobody for the certificate. I just post our conversations with me telling them that it's passed. Let me see if I find any funding pips. Is this one funding pips, or is this also? I'm not even sure what dashboard that is. I don't think so. I don't even know if it looks. Come on, close bear again. 100 pips short. What about gold? Dude, look at 4 hours gold. 4 hours gold looks like a moneymaker. No, it's not funding pips. I honestly don't think I've gotten a funding pips way out. If a nigga said he don't like you, then it's fuck you. Funding. Hold up, let me open up. I had to go and get funding pips. Got it tatted on my arm, had to represent it. If I said any verses, then I fucking meant it. Pray to God I ain't gotta be broke no more. No, I ain't trying to see my folks on t-shirts no more. Why not take a trade in gold today? It's looking way more tradable. I agree, but like, I don't think that gold is gonna bring enough volatility right now. Actually, New York 30 open, whatever stock exchange open is coming. I don't know. My gold stop losses are not what you guys want to do. I'd throw like a 2.5 lot, risking $1,000, which would be like 40 pips. 400, whatever. And that's not even big enough right now. You got to throw big ass stop losses on gold. And that's coming from the guy who throws 35 pips on GJ. Save me. To player, you can't play me. And if you want me on your hooks, you gotta pay me. This shit ain't cheap, home. If you see me with my bitch, you better not speak on. And I just did a show in Cali, far from Rio. And I ain't never taking shit like for Debo. Dude, I'm so impressed I can't find the funding pips pass challenge. This is funded next. Not funded pips. Funded next. Funded next is not funded pips. Come on. I know for a fact that I've traded funding pips accounts before. Ever gonna feel, you know what I'm saying? You can't compete with my guys, you know. Somebody save me. What was I looking for in GJ in order to sell and buy? So I was looking for a buy. Why was I looking for a buy? Due to the fact that I could identify the trend very easily, so therefore I know that my higher probability trade is taking the buy. I was waiting for candlesticks to start trading beneath this 8 SMA. So I could catch it beneath the 8 SMA, and then I'd be able to catch the wick of when it leaves a wick to the bottom side, and then it closes above this, what I would right draw here being the 8 SMA. But it didn't really show any bearish price action. It actually went up, and which is giving me just vibes that it's catching its correction phase to then just go boom back down. With the pistol on my head. This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a Glock. It's safe to say I earned it, ain't a nigga gave me nothing. I'm ready to hop out on a nigga, get the bus. Know you heard me say you play, you late, don't make me push the butt. Full of pain, dropped enough tears to fill up a fucking bucket. Going for buggers, I bought a chopper. I got a big drum to hold 100. Going for nothing, I'm ready to air it out on all these niggas. I can see them running. Just talk to my mom, she get me on FaceTime just to check up on me. Alright, you use the candle closes at the SMA. Alright, is that one of my favorite setups to take by far is whenever we're having a disrespect to the SMA. So let's imagine like whenever we are rising right here. the candlestick started close. It was beneath this 8 SMA, right? As in, it was engulfing it, kind of like it engulfed it over here, kind of like it engulfed it right here, right? One of my favorite setups is whenever the candlestick is engulfing the 8 SMA, it triggers in a whole bunch of people to think that the price is going to go to the downside. But what I do is that I snipe that buy, and then I hope for it, you know, with a bullish trend, for it to respect that 8 SMA and close above here, and then just to continue to the top side. It's kind of like how it did here, kind of how it did. I mean, it didn't really go under here. It disrespected it here. So I love whenever it trades beneath the 8, because then it usually just bounces back up above it, right? This is whenever where it could identify that it's a bullish trend. Call me, got a nigga swerving.
I got the mop, watch me wash them like detergent. And I'm ballin', that's why it's diamonds on my jersey. Slide on outside and flip the block back, yeah, yeah. My junior popped them and left them lopsided, yeah, yeah. We spin his block, got the rebound in his ramen. For me one time, you can't cross me again. 1200 horsepower, I get lost in the wind. If he talking on it, y'all depend, dolls and take his chin. Maybach SUV for my refugee. 5 blocks in the hood, put money in the streets. I was solo when the ops called me at the gas station. Had it on me 30,000, thought it was my last day. But they ain't even want no smoke. If I had to choose it, murder would she roll? Let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Yeah. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a clock. My God told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. You better let me go the day you need me. So bitch, you put me on that nigga, get the bus. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop.
Let y'all niggas know that I love y'all, I fuck with y'all, and I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be nothing without y'all. How much is weight? When that shit come out, they gonna say, yo, this thing hot crazy.
Shorty go jogging every morning, and she make me breakfast almost every morning. And she take a nigga pic before she leave the door. I be waking up the pics before a nigga on it. And every weekend my shorty coming over. Shorty can fend the out, but she ain't driving no Camry, she pulling in a Rover. With her hair so curly,
Like she say what you know about love.
I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. Get it. You get what you please. We about to get it on. Take off them drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I be on. I'm about to go pro. Cause I like what I see. Look, baby.
Big head and shoulders on gold. GJ has not had clean price action at all. Impressive. London session has been a huge range, and everything that London session, like that it actually moved for London session, it just basically went back down and recovered. Charts are ass right now.
I know you see this print through my page that I know you like. And your ass be looking so fat when it be in them tights. And I'm going straight to the top, so you ain't afraid of heights. You always keep me right, for a fact you never left. Through all the trials and tribulations, always had my best. So here's 5,500, go and get your brush. Start rubbing on your butt, start kissing on your neck. Hey, better, hey.
There's no bottom wick on the gold. No, it actually doesn't at all. No bottom wick always means a momentum candlestick. So me seeing no bottom wick right when this opens, for everybody who watches me consistently knows that I would have just taken the buy. No bottom wick means that there's just so much momentum in the candlestick that it should keep on going towards where it's moving.
You get what you please. We about to get it on. Take off them drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I
Man, gold is also making higher highs and higher lows. And dude, it's not even a bad trade taking a buy as we see gold right now doing what it's doing. Took a gold sell. Oh my god, Sander. The gold sell. I mean, price action isn't moving. It's